I want to preach this morning from the subject, a recipe for bitterness. And I want you to look at Exodus chapter 15. Exodus chapter 15, verse 23. And it reads, "And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah." When they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. Have you ever moved gallantly and enthusiastically toward a desired goal or desired destination with great expectation only to be disappointed, only to have obstacles and adversities thrown in the way? Every life is a pilgrimage, and all of us are on our way from the womb to the tomb, from the cradle to the crib. But no life can boast of the fact that there will not be some bitterness in it if you live long enough. You see, life is not a road of flowers, a highway sprinkled with diamond dust. It's not always, you don't always travel on the sunny side of the street. Life can be a long journey of joy, but it can also be a journey of disappointments. Life is a journey. Life is a pilgrimage, and we are all traveling. Therefore, one must expect some trials. You must expect some bitterness to come up in your life. But one must not allow bitterness, one must not allow your obstacles and your difficulties to stop you from going toward your desired goal, in spite of what you might confront as you pilgrim, as you are moving toward your desired goal. Rest assured that life is so designed that you're going to have some bitterness. One of the misnomers and one of the mistakes that we make as Christians is we kind of believe that if we are saved, everything is supposed to be sweet. But I've come to tell you that even if you're saved, bitterness can be tasted and can be a part of your sojourn. Israel is no longer now in bondage. They have moved from slavery. They have moved away from Egyptian captivity. They are on their way now to the promised land. They have recognized and they have experienced three deliverances. They were delivered from the flesh pots of Egypt. They were delivered from the Red Sea when the enemy was behind them. And now they are on their way to be delivered through the Jordan River. But before they got to the Jordan River, after their deliverance from the Red Sea, they were on their way, but they knew exactly not how to go, because if they had gone just for 2 weeks, they could have been in the promised land. But because of their hard-headedness and because of their murmuring, they had to stay in the wilderness not 2 weeks, but 40 years. What a journey it was. But now after they got out of the Red Sea and they are ready now to start moving toward the promised land, the promise that God had given them, they wanted water. They ran out of water. And the Bible said they had traveled for 3 days and they were out of water. But finally they came to a place you call Marah. And when they got to Marah, there was water there. In fact, if you notice, there's an S on water in the text. There were waters there. And they went to taste and to quench their thirst. At Mire, they went to drink of the waters of Mire, only to find out that the waters of Mire were bitter waters. Think about that. They were in slavery for a number of years. They had now been emancipated from slavery. They have come through the Red Sea. They had shouted, and Miriam had led the worship with tambourines. They were rejoicing over the fact that in a few days from now, we're going to be in the land that God promised us through Abraham that we would have as an inheritance. And yet, when they got 3 days out of, they were disappointed because they tasted of bitter waters. On your way to your desired goal, keep in mind that life is not going to always give you sweetness. And you can't quit nor give up because you run into some bitterness. You got to learn how to taste the bitterness, but keep on going. We got too many Christians in. Moses started praying. The Bible said Moses told the Lord. Moses told the Lord. Let me give you some quick little prayers. When you're going down, just say, Lord, save me. When you're done messed up like Samson, just say, Lord, strengthen me. When you've taken somebody else's wife and you know you shouldn't have done it, say it like David, Lord, search me. And that Moses, when you can't see your way out, you ought to just say, Lord, show me. Now, if you ask him to save you, to strengthen you, to show you, and to lift you, God can make your bitterness sweet. You ought to leave here today saying, Lord, save me, show me, strengthen me, search me. If you do that, God will lift you from your bitterness and you'll be sweet. Moses started praying. And while they were murmuring, Moses was praying. We ran into a bitter situation in our church this past year. They were almost to foreclose on us. I had some preacher friends who were so glad. They said, oh, yeah, he thought he was going to be something. Went and built that church. We're going to watch how he get out of this. But I didn't murmur. I just went on my knees. We went to several banks. 4 banks turned us down. But I just kept on believing God was going to make a way. My congregation rallied and they did what I asked them to do. And then we would go to another bank and they would turn us down. And there was a bank that I hadn't even paid any attention to. In fact, I didn't even know the name of it. Fulton Bank. President of the bank called me one day and said, Pastor, I understand you're having a problem trying to get money because they want to foreclose on your church. I said, yes. He said, I tell you what you do, send me this. I said to him, sir, I've done that for 4 other banks. And one bank led us up to the very day when we thought we were going to make settlement. He said, Pastor, send me what I ask you to send me and give me some time. And I said to him, sir, I'm going to give you time, but I'm giving God time too. We sent him the papers that he asked us for. And in about 3 weeks, he called back and said, Pastor, I gave it to the board and everything is all right. You say you need $4 million. You got $4 million. I come by here today to tell you if you're praying, pray right. Although life may seem to be bitter and you may not be able to see your way out, the Lord will make a way. Do I have any witnesses? We went and signed the papers and got everything all right. We are worshiping now because God heard my prayer and heard the prayers of my congregation. I come to tell you, don't let bitter waters mess you up. Even if it tastes bitter, keep on believing that the Lord will make a way. Do I have any witnesses? Like a ship that's tossed and driven, battled by an angry sea. When the storms of life are raging, and the fury fall on me. I want to know what I have done that makes this race so hard to run. Then I say to myself, take courage. The Lord will make a way somehow. Yes, he will. I said he will. Moses didn't murmur. Moses told God about it. And God said to Moses, Moses, there's a tree over there. Go cut it down. Moses, throw that tree in the water. And after that tree goes in the water, go and taste the water. When Moses put that tree in the water, he tasted it. What was bitter turned to sweet. I come by to tell you, I know another tree. Do y'all know what tree I'm talking about? Out there on Calvary. The Lord will make a way. I know another tree. If you just go to that tree, he will give you what you need. Jesus, keep me near the cross. There's a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream, flows from Calvary's mountain. Do I have any witnesses? Ain't God good? Has God ever answered your prayer? Can you say today, I know what bitterness is, but then can you say, he's sweet? He's sweet. Yes, he is. He will make a way. Yes, he will. He walks with me. He talks with me. He tells me I am his own. And the joy, do you have any joy now? Can you say yes? Can you say I know what I know, what I know, what I know? Can you say he's good to me? Has he been good to you? Tell your neighbor he's good. Tell somebody behind you he's good. He's good, I know. Yeah! Whoa, yeah! In evil long I took delight, unarmed by shame or fear, till that new object struck my sight and stopped my wild career. I saw one hanging on a tree. That's all I need to know. I saw Jesus on that tree, and all I got to do is go to that tree. He'll lift my burdens. He'll give me another chance. I'm on my way